Hey, welcome in.
Sorry.
Hey, go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, you made great time today. Did you have any traffic?
A little,
No
no,
traffic?
no, no,
Okay,
no,
great.
no.
Well, hey, welcome. My name is Ryan. This
Nice
is
to meet you,
RLS
Ryan.
Enterprises. I just, wanted to thank you for making it to your interview today. I just want to go ahead and start things off really quick, get right to the punch. Why'd you want the position?
Oh, the market. I mean, it's been horrible.
Labor market.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your
So my
ad.
ad.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Yeah, it needs some money.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about this position and then I'll ask you a
Yes,
few
sir.
more questions. But then after, if you have any questions, then you can definitely let me know by the end or, just any point during the interview. So this position, as you saw in the ad, we're into many different, in many different things.
Yes, sir.
I have a merch going, not this is just your standard t-shirt that I got at Walmart. Are you familiar with drop shipping?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Then the other half of our business is pretty much all social media marketing. So, you're gonna have to make sure that there's posts. It is $5 hourly. I know you said on the ad it was 15 or $20 an hour. I'm estimating that based off commission, but depending on how well the posts do, will end up being about 15 to $20 an hour. What makes you think that you are qualified for this position?
I worked for KFC before their marketing.
Some
They,
marketing.
a lot of baddies do.
This is a job where you're gonna have to always be available. I like to do everything through Discord, just because spend a lot of time on there. You can know a lot more about a person if
Right. And we
you,
can definitely
you
meet
get
up
to know them
sometime,
face to
anytime.
face. And so that's really what I wanted to do. But I can see dressed well. I wouldn't have
Thank you,
worn the
sir.
Nike shorts, or that. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not here to judge too much. I am wearing I don't even know what brand this is.
Reebok, right, from
Walmart.
Walmart.
Ugh, don't get me to wear jeans anywhere. It's we live in the
Right,
South.
right. It's
It's
pretty
too
hot.
hot down here to wear jeans. And I'm actually wearing shorts right now. TMI, by the way. Sorry,
No, no,
we're probably going to be working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week at the start. It's what I like to call kind of like a stress test, to get you used to the position. I see people they complain about wanting to work.
yeah, definitely.
I would
It's a
reach out to people on
pandemic.
Instagram, and
A
you saw
lot
my
of people
ad
don't work.
on I believe was it LinkedIn, was it Instagram where you saw my
Yeah,
ad?
you had actually reached out to
Oh,
me.
you rather I DM'd you. Okay.
Right, right.
When my dad
Yeah,
started working, he got paid, $4.25, and he was happy, and that was a lot
right.
back then.
It sounds almost like what I'm thinking.
Go ahead and tell me about yourself. Sorry, I've been yapping for a bit.
Well, I don't know what you wrote, but I'm hardworking. I, I really pay
You're
attention to
hardworking.
details.
You're detail oriented.
Yeah, yes. And
You're
I organize
organized.
pretty good.
Yeah, okay. Would you happen to actually, in your spare time, because like I said, I hang out with a lot of gamers on Discord and stuff,
Okay.
which doesn't really have anything to do with my business right now, but
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you happen to play a game called League of Legends? No?
No.
Okay, good. Little secret. I don't let League of Legends people work for me. You play League of Legends. It's quite of a toxic game. Those individuals are
Yeah.
just, everyone has these stereotypes that they judge people by. Mine is what game you play because I'm a
Right.
gamer. So those were some strengths, organizational skills, hardworking,
Yeah.
and detail oriented. But what would you say is some of your weaknesses?
Spending too much time.
Spend too much time online. I get
Right.
that. Yeah. And
Maybe working too hard. Too much time spent on work. My family, they've been
tend to just
complaining
put
and
too much
they
time into
miss
your
me
work.
and
Okay, well
I.
that's kind of the same
Yeah.
as work-life balance. But I get what you're saying. Let's say there's a customer, and let's say by this has never happened once in my day in my life, but let's say the manufacturer, our printing service, whatever we have to use, it says, Dick Enterprises or something crazy. And then the customer gets really, they wanted to give it as a gift, but now they're pissed off about it. So they're calling you, how would you handle that situation?
I would make it right with them right away. Send them a new one, first class. Make sure it gets to them in time for that birthday. You know.
Great, great.
It's
I'm
unacceptable.
impressed by that answer. Most people would say, oh, I tell them to go and buzz off, or, but
No,
you said you would
that's
go ahead and get them a new mug. That's great customer service. I appreciate that. Although the one addendum that I will make to your statement, we can't send them a new mug. I can do refunds, but we can't send them a new mug
Oh,
because
okay.
that would eat too much into the profits. If you make $1 profit, that's still profit, and it is still a profitable
Yeah.
business. I will say that.
That's how you
Okay.
start. Yeah.
So, thank you. That was a great answer. You told me about you're hardworking, detail-oriented, things like that. But like, what are some hobbies that you do?
Well, I play
You do
games
game.
with,
Okay.
yeah,
What
yeah.
games do you play? Do you do any Overwatch?
No, I haven't played since the first one. Yeah,
Do you do any Marvel Rivals?
no.
No,
That
still
game's dead.
Overwatch.
It's dead.
Are you into any like single-player games? Bioshock,
I mean,
Marvel, Spider-Man. That's what I'm playing. Spider-Man games.
I haven't played the story game.
Let me go ahead. Let me get some coffee.
A nice mug.
Okay. You said previously you worked like at like a McDonald's or something?
It was for KFC. It was marketing though. I wasn't like a fast food worker or anything.
Okay. Let me see if there's any more questions that I have for you. On my trusty iPad.
That's a nice iPad, sir.
But yeah, I do have my interview questions on an iPad because I am a very professional interviewer, even though this is my first interview I'm ever doing. You didn't have to know that, but I think, I've gotten to know you in the last, 15 or 16 minutes that you've been here. And so I think, like, we're getting a lot closer. Anyway, so what does motivate you?
Pay.
Money? Okay. I want to make sure that my employees, they have really good, strong moral values. I want to make sure we're on the same level. So where do you see yourself? Like, let's say in 5 years. I mean, I really want, this is like this is a newer company. It is just kind of getting just started, just off the ground. Yeah. So I'm curious, what do you want to do?
I'm thinking of overthrowing you. So, I learn about how you run your system, and then.
So in 5 years.
I mean, I would own this company. So yeah.
Awesome. There's another thing. I didn't put it on the ad, but just to let you know, there is a sign-on bonus. $20, a cash sign-on bonus. That is a hefty, that's a good amount of money. That is $20 whole dollars. Let's see if there's anything else on here.
That's the iPad. I didn't forget it.
On all honesty, I really just Googled it. I didn't like think about the questions I really want to ask. Like I said, I've never done this before. But you've been handling yourself really well, and I think that is pretty much all I want to get from you today. I think you've put in a lot of good answers. You presented yourself well. I did judge you at first. Thank you so much for coming in today. I'll let you know if you can go ahead and get that job and work on Monday. Head on out, but I'll call you by the end of the day and let you know my decision.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, goodbye.
You a bitch. Man, you a bitch. You a bitch, man. Man, that's why you don't get no pussy, man. It's because how you be acting with the ladies, man. Like,